Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. It is here. Thank goodness for the weekend. Welcome back to the land of Hinter, where the water flows like wine and beautiful women flock like the salmon of Capistrano. That's extra credit for those of you who know what movie that came from, by the way. I can hear maybe a couple keyboards clicking in the background. I'll give you a hint if you don't know where that came from. Here's your extra hint. You can't triple stamp a double stamp. You can't triple stamp a double stamp, Lloyd. All right. Let's move on. So I promised I would try and get a video out this weekend to try to get some of our haylage. Is this really haylage? I looked up haylage, and haylage is like a 40%, 60% blend of, was it 40% moisture? I don't know. It got too complicated. When math is involved, I lose perspective very, very quickly. So I am no math magician, my friends. I am no math magician. But we do need to get this hay up. We've got quite a bit of hay, I think. I think we should just get into it. I know you guys love when I spend the first 10 minutes of the episode talking, as I say that sarcastically. Let's go to the baler. Let's lower. Let's zoom in on that pickup. Yeah, isn't that nice? Look at that bad boy. All right, enough nonsense, Brad. Fire up the baler. We need to lower. This it just makes me laugh, actually, how big this, I guess it's a windrower, right? I guess that's what it's doing, is it's rowing winds. Oh yeah, I like that. Let's see how the Fent gets along with this bad mama jamba here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure I had 180 selected for the bale size. I tell you, I love you guys. I really do. I apologize if I don't get around to the comments every day. I've been kind of slacking. Things have been a little bit busy in my life at work, but I promise I will definitely get to the comments. Your comments just crack me up. Just absolutely crack me up. And I got to tell you, I'm not going to call anybody out, but there was a comment that was left by a certain individual, and I read it, and I almost spit out my orange juice. Almost came flying out of my mouth when I when I read it, because I had no idea what the context. Yeah, it's working good. I had no idea what the context of the message was. I'll just say it had something to do with wearing a suit, and I was like, what the heck? What could I have possibly said in one of my videos? I really like start questioning what I'm saying, because what did I say that got a comment about me looking like a certain byproduct of the male species? Oh boy, it was hilarious. But in all sincerity, I do love your comments, and I'm looking at this thing here. This thing is pretty sweet. I really do love your comments. I love hearing the comments too from the video. I still get comments from that video about stutter and ways to fix game stutter. And I got to tell you, there's some of the best comments. I would say, well, maybe not best, like rewarding comments that I get are when people let me know that it helped them and their game runs, a lot smoother. Yeah, I love that. Because I've been in that position. I've been in that exact position where I have search the internet for help. Maybe I stumble across an article or a Reddit post, or maybe it's a YouTube video, and I find that one answer among hundreds, maybe, that one solution. Just checking out this thing. It's getting a little bit of a flexing workout. I like it. That solves my problem, and it's just amazing because you're sitting there thinking to yourself, I am never going to get this stupid thing working right. And then somebody, just some random person, has the answer. And I think that's so cool. I'm trying to find good in social media. I think the internet itself has a lot of good. Social media, you all know how I feel about social media. But I was talking to a friend today. We were a little bit slow at work, I'll say. Fridays usually are, unless some brainiac decides to do something that, well, bricks their PC or brings a virus in or something fun. But today we were a little bit slow, and we were just chatting about social media. He's a little bit younger than I am, not a lot, but he is younger, and he had some interesting thoughts on social media as well. Not far from mine, if I must say. But yeah, we're not going to get stuck on the social media conversation, I promise. I was looking at our next map. It's interesting, since I started making videos on YouTube, things have changed for me as far as how I approach the next map I'm going to play. It used to be, I want to see this. We got a hill coming up here, don't we? Like a nice little cliffy or something over here. I want to see if we can get this windrower, how much flex we really can get out of this windrower. But I used to, there we go. There, she's flexing a bit. Oh, I think we might have grounded there. I think I have that mod enabled, that front 3-point. What was it called? Realistic 3-point or something like that? Where it's supposed to add more realistic dynamics to your front 3-point. And I think it indeed does look a little bit better with that mod enabled. But yeah, I used to go into new maps, just kind of willy-nilly, like take the starting equipment for the most part. Just use that. Oh, there we go. Let's check that out. Oh, we would be digging into the ground. Look at that. Those tines are just absolutely getting wrecked. We would have broken like the first 5-10 feet, I would imagine. Hopefully they're replaceable. But I would generally use, stock equipment, start on the map, and then if I didn't like it within, I would say if I didn't like it within the first maybe couple of hours, it may not even taken that long for some, but in general I would say a couple hours. If I wasn't really into it, I would just say, yeah, not into it, let's go to the next one. It's just different now that I'm doing it for for recording's sake. I still want to make sure that I'm doing things, and this is not to sound selfish in any way, I certainly don't mean it to sound selfish, but it is important, I think, that I play maps that I'm going to enjoy, because I think if I didn't take that as a criteria, I think it would come through in my videos. I think you all would know that I'm not particularly, enjoying the map we're playing. Now, honestly, I think if it ever did come to that, and I just was really struggling to find enjoyment in the series that we're on, I feel like our little community we have, I feel like I could just be straight up honest with y'all and say, hey, you know what? This just isn't really working for me. We're going to move on. And I would think you guys would all be pretty cool about that, I'm hoping it never happens. I try to be careful and selective about the series and the maps that we're going to play. But at the end of the day, you don't always know. You don't always know how much you're really going to enjoy even the content you're making. This one, I would say, was a little bit of a crapshoot for me. But it certainly turned out to be so much more fun than I ever thought it was going to be. And I am definitely going to be missing Hinterland. Omatana did a nice job. I'm very much looking forward to her new map. I don't think I've seen an update on her YouTube channel recently for her new map. I forget what it was called. I know it's going, from what I remember that it was going to be a smaller map, I think. I don't think it was even going to be a full-size map. And I think it kind of focused around a little village, because I remember she was modding buildings for the little village that she was putting together on her map. I don't think it's going to be another open map like this one. I think it's going to have, for the most part, predefined fields and stuff, I think. But I am looking forward to seeing what she comes up with. But yeah, I was checking out our new map. I think I'm pretty confident in what we're going to be doing. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for us. I think we're going to have a good time with it. It's something, I'll tell you right now, the idea of what we're doing is something I have never done in Farming Simulator. It's never been, I don't know how you all play, like, even before I started making videos, when I would play Farm Sim, I would generally have like a scenario. It was kind of, my playing is kind of scenario driven. It wasn't always, the grandpa left us a farm, we inherited a farm. It wasn't always that, or it wasn't always, I don't know. I guess that was, family owned, sure, because that is, let's face it, that's a pretty common thing, right? Farms get passed down. Family farms, that's the way they stay family farms. Another scenario I played a lot was like just being a farm manager kind of thing, and I would take a farm that was, kind of struggling and try to make it successful and profitable. I sometimes would give myself some really difficult financial situations to get out of, because you kind of, I don't know, for me, I kind of have to have something like that to work towards. I mean, I guess I could just grab a map and play. Wow, that did not take very long. our quick baler did a quick job of that actually. Let's do this here. Let's lift up our head. Let's do this. Can we eject? Can we eject? We can't eject. No, that's right. It's a round baler. You can't eject. Oh, sorry, Fant. Kind of lost my train of thought, but yeah, I mean, for me, usually like a scenario play. I mean, I could just go in, pick a map, and just play to play, which I know I've done, but I do tend to prefer. I do tend to prefer playing the scenario kind of style. So I guess making videos isn't all that much different than when I didn't, for me, as far as gameplay goes. I'm just a lot more selective, I think, now, or a lot more conscious of like what I'm picking, and I don't know why I'm telling you all this. It's what's coming to my brain. You probably, if you've been with the channel long enough, you know that I kind of just have diarrhea of the brain. So what comes out kind of thing. We've got quite a few round bales to pick up. We need, I guess we should go ahead and, do we have our trailer? Oh, you know what? I didn't fire you up, did I, buddy? I wonder if we're going to get a second full trailer load. Probably not. Let's go ahead and fire him up. We might as well keep working on getting this wheat field harvested since we're here. What did I do with my trailer? What did I do with my trailer? We might have to do a little digging for the trailer. Let's take the JCB. The JCB. I did look up the, I don't know if you all checked it out, but I went on YouTube and looked up the world's record holder for the fastest tractor. Indeed, it used to be the Valtra WR, which I think I talked a little bit about. There's our trailer. Talked a little bit about last time, where it was released in the Mod Hub, which is really cool. I love that tractor. But you'll see quite a few videos on a JCB. They have, I guess they have different categories. You know how Guinness usually has racing has different categories, like stock, modified, that kind of thing. Well, they were showing a JCB, in fact, not far from how this one looks, interestingly enough, that had been in the modified version, or in the modified bracket of world record holding. I don't remember all the specs. I do know that they were talking about it. It was twin turbocharged. It looked sweet. It really did. I think they got that thing up to I want to say 200 kilometers an hour. I think it was just over. I think the previous record was 180. So they beat it by a decent amount. And I don't know if I'm going to assume the Valtra was maybe was the tractor they were referring to that had the previous record, because I think it was modified as well, obviously. I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking JCB must hold even the record for unmodified, because isn't the JCB typically isn't it supposed to be the fastest tractor out there? Let's see here. Disable auto load 1. I don't know what that means. Enable, disable. Okay, enable auto load, which we are at. Maybe I don't have the right. Oh, Euro palette. Brad, you need to pick the right thingy, Brad. Big bag. Oh, did I miss it? Round bales of cotton. I need round 180s. There we go. Yes. Bingo. Hey, even a broken clock tells the right time twice a day, right? I think JCBs are still the fastest stock tractors out there, though, I believe. You know, I left a comment on George Saunders' channel, one of his YouTube videos he had. Sorry about that. Needed to mute the mic there because I had something ferocious going on with my throat that you all did not want to be a party to. I left a comment for him. I asked him if JCBs, the current JCB lineup, or even past ones, are they as capable in the field as a field tractor as, let's say, you know, I don't know, New Hollands, because he has had New Hollands, or Massey Ferguson's, or you know, pick the brand. Because I was curious, because I hear a lot about JCB tractors being used as runners, you know, cart runners, basically. But I don't hear a ton. I don't see them a lot being featured as plowing tractors or, you know, heavy field working tractors. And maybe, you know, I kind of thought this might be a really stupid question because, you know, they're a tractor and yeah. But he had a good response. I mean, he was kind enough to reply to me and basically said, you know, that although they are, it's kind of like I don't know how he put it exactly, but basically you've got a tractor that can do field work well, maybe not as good as some other purpose built, but well enough that for a lot of farmers it's nice to have that speed and a good enough tractor to get a lot of field work done, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm probably messing it up, what he said. In fact, I'm certain I am, but let's destrap and let's unload. Tip side left. That's actually, oh yeah, Daddy likes that. Let's have a little fun here for a sec here. It's casual Saturday, right? So we're just gonna have a little bit of fun ski. Hey, let's just grab a couple of them. I like to get kind of a little ways away, you know. About as how far close can I go? About right there. Nice. There we go. That was almost nothing but net. Hey, straw. We have 11,000. Ooh, we have big ones too. Let's do a couple of straws. So we're probably going to, when we end up wrapping up Hinterland, kind of my thoughts are, we're probably not going to be taking, well, we're probably not going to be taking all of our money to the next one. I think honestly, I think if we were to walk away with all the money we have on Hinterland, the way I normally do it, which is, you know, selling properties, selling the farm, selling all your equipment, you can choose to sell or not to sell your animals, all that kind of stuff. I think we're going to be in the multi-million. In fact, if you haven't noticed, our money going up pretty regularly now. I set our clothing, our spinnery, I set our clothes to auto sell in lieu of this being the last days of Hinterland. And I'm probably going to start switching all of our production over to just auto sell, because I really don't care that much anymore about. All right, that sounds bad. I think it makes more sense for us to just start selling things instead of producing and producing and producing. Where am I? Where are you going, Brad? So yeah, you're probably going to start seeing our passive income steadily increasing. We're going to have a ton of flour. I mean, my goal was to get more flour. Yeah, we're going to do that. There's little doubt about that anymore with all this wheat. In fact, we're getting almost to the point where we're running out of places to put our flour mills. Any of our factories that can produce flour are getting full. So probably going to pull the trigger on flour, just selling flour and just selling everything pretty soon. But the plan is, I think, for our next series is just to make sure that we have adequate equipment to get us started and be successful off the bat. It's not going to be a rags to riches or anything like that. It's not going to be a start with zero. I do have plans for something similar to that in the future. Something that's kind of like a zero to hero kind of a thing. But I want to find the right map, and I want to kind of do it. I kind of want to do it different than, I don't know. I gotta figure out a way to do it different than just your standard start with nothing, even though that is kind of fun. Yeah, that I liked. I think if we had a little more speed, I think we could have caught some more air on that one. I enjoy the Contractor series. I think we should do that at some point. I actually quite enjoy doing that kind of work. One of the big things I like about the Contractor stuff, at least if I did it, would be the fact that you're just using maybe a much bigger, wider, or much wider variety of equipment. Basically, I wouldn't own anything. I would just take whatever I'm given for the contract, add a ton of mods, so that the selection is a lot bigger than just the base game, and just enjoy using, tractors and different equipment that implements that maybe you don't normally use, but are just randomly given to you. I like that idea. But if I do a Contractor series, I have an idea on that, but I think it would be a lot of work on my end. But I think we might try it. But I do have kind of a, and I don't mean to be a jerk about like, ooh, I'm not going to tell you my ideas. It's not, I don't want to be that way. But I'm not going to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. But it's something that's in real life. And I remember watching a video about this, and I just thought it was super cool, and I thought it would be a super cool job, and I thought, you know what, that would be kind of fun to play Farm Sim that way. And I want to figure out how I can best do it so that I can continue to bring, because it's going to take more effort on my part. It's going to be more time consuming on the back end, I think. And maybe, and again, I'm just rambling. I'm rambling to ramble, But maybe if it comes to that, maybe I just stretch it out a little more, not an everyday thing. Maybe it becomes like a 3 times a week thing if it's going to be a little more work on the back end. Yeah, look at that beast. Look at that beast. And you were right, Tin Man. Definitely an Iron Man kind of look, for sure. A little bit more than the Power Rangers. Iron Man. RoboCop was a good call, too. I wish we could color. I wish you could change. I don't think it is. I don't think they made it color. I don't know why. I just laugh every time I stinking see it. Can we get, hold on a second here. Can we? No, you can't do that. Okay. See, you can't pick. Let's take the helmet off. All right. They don't have, I can't believe they don't have mullet. Oh, is that a mullet? That's kind of a mullet, right? See, this is me. In case you're all wondering, that is definitely me. I want to make him cooler looking, but you can't. You're kind of limited on a couple things. You know what these helmets remind me of? Yeah, we're leaving that. They remind me of, and this is going to be a really obscure, I think, especially if you're younger, you probably definitely have not heard of this. But any of you who know of Johnny Sacco and his giant flying robot? Actually, was it Johnny Sacco? It might have been Ultraman. But the Japanese, all the Japanese soldiers or whatever they were, the special agents, all had goofy helmets, and they remind me of these. I'm assuming these are for forestry helmets. I'm assuming, right? But they kind of looked like that. Kind of reminds me of that. Ultraman. Here he comes from the skies. Yeah, watch our hero fly. He comes from some kind of planet a billion miles away. Comes our hero, Ultraman. I can still hear that theme song. I think it's a 60s show. I think. So, of course, when I was a kid, I was watching reruns, and I'm pretty sure it was black and white. I picked it up, actually. I've got it in my video library on my Plex server. I've got the full series of Ultraman. Pretty epic. My kids would laugh at me for it, but pretty epic, though. But Johnny Sacco and his giant flying robot, if I remember correctly, I think Johnny Sacco, was he the one that had the watch? Maybe they both had. Maybe they were both. I think it was. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Yeah, I think it was Johnny Sacco. I think he's the one that had the wristwatch that he would call robot. You know, he would be the one to get the robot to spring to life, you know. Kind of like the Wonder Twins activate kind of thing, you know. Here we go. Let's check this out. Let's see what kind of jump we can get. I think I got the right. Come on, baby. Get it right here. Get it. Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all. Good job, JCB. That's such a sweet looking tractor. Yeah, that's not. Man, I would love just. It didn't matter. It wouldn't matter to me what the work was. I just want to be in this thing all day. I have no idea how I drove so long without hitting something. Thank God for open fields. That is so cool, though. Such a good job. My Game Steam. Uh-oh. I think I spoke too soon. I've been meaning to move that trailer for a long time, and I guess I probably should have. Anyways, hey guys. Actually, you know what? Before I let you go, let's check and see what our wheat's doing. Oh, okay. I thought we just caught it in time when it's finishing. How's our trailer doing? Ooh, almost 80%. Oh, it's gonna be kind of close. I don't think we're gonna get a full second trailer, but it's gonna be close. So we did one full trailer. and that's 250,000. And that in our normal 37,000 liter trailer, I think it is. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 37,000 liters. Owned items. Hello? Hello? Brad? Oh, wait. No, it's not. Oh, I forgot we bought. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff that shows up in your owned items for all the decorations and things. Now, this is kind of a nice time machine back in Hinterland for all the things we've done since we started this map. Some of it, at least. Really like these bumpers. I'm going to carry these on to our next one, too. Probably my favorite weights in the game, for sure. Where is, Oh, okay. I saw that and I thought it'd be tankers, but yeah. All right, 37,500. So let's just say 37,000 plus 250. That's 287. Plus, we're gonna be close to another 250. So we're gonna be, we're definitely gonna be over 500,000 liters for this field, I think, for sure, right? If I'm getting it right. Thank goodness for 82 Studios and his unrealistic trailer. You know, Omatana has a set, doesn't she? She has a set. Boy, that did not sound right at all. I paused that sentence in the completely wrong place. Omatana has a set of trailers that she came out with. I don't think I have them enabled. But they're also a bunch of unreal. I think she also offers a bunch of unrealistic capacities. I don't see them here, though, I don't think. I think they're blue and, yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. I know I'm probably just wasting your time at this point, but I don't want to say goodbye. But we're going to. Thanks again. Have an amazing Saturday. And stay safe, for sure. And, you know, do something fun. Take care of yourself. Do something for you. You know, hang out with the kids or the grandkids or your dog or your cat. Maybe take a walk. Maybe, I don't know, play some farm sim, you know. Play some farm sim and have some fun. Whatever you do. And I will see you all. I'm going to try and get I want to do a mod review on a trailer that came out recently. And so I might see you with a mod review. And I want to get on that horse aggravation map too. And do a little playing around on there. So hopefully I will see you Sunday. If I don't see you Sunday, we'll be back here on Hinterland for sure Monday. All right. I got to stop yapping. You all take care of yourselves. Bye for now.